We've got a special guest with us today, Sausage. It's funny how these go in cycles, but I've had questions around the sort of terms of engagement, for which our real estate recruitment partnership program is so simple at $100 a closed transaction side for any agent that we recruit. But specifically more questions around sort of termination. Our goal is to hire somewhere between 50 and 200 agents in the first year for any brokerage that we partner with. And we take $100 from each closed transaction side. Average agent does 5.5 transactions a year. With 200 agents, we're basically putting 1,000 transactions onto the books of any brokerage over a rolling 12-month period. The broker, whether we continue recruiting for that broker, whether they meet their hiring goals at that, although, we'd love to get to a couple of thousand agents within a few years. The exit terms of the contract are very simple. You owe us $100 per transaction side closed by any agent that we recruit for the lifetime that agent is with the brokerage. Anybody that we have brought to the table, that's money in the pocket for the broker, and that's revenue for us that's earned. So while that agent is under the broker's license, it's very fair for us to be paid when the broker gets paid, and that's our entire model.
Exactly that. If we were, for the worst case scenario, looking at to terminate, all that would happen is we would just take a transaction fee each agent for the rest of their time with that particular broker. So there'd be no animosity, around via you or I around that broker.
We're working for the brokerage, so that baby that is the broker's baby is also our baby. If they're charging $500 a transaction, we're getting $100 a transaction. They're doing the brokering, we're doing the recruiting, the retention, and the growth of the agents. Our interests are aligned. So we still have the first brokerage partners. Granted, the days when we were hiring 10 agents, 12 agents for a broker, a small office, it's not feasible these days. The franchise businesses are very difficult to recruit for unless they've really got a differentiator. But if you've got an office with 5 agents in it, you're charging an 8% franchise fee, you've got an 80-20 split, you've got to have something special to offer these agents. But and it's not going to weather the market the same way that a business at scale does, or a flat fee brokerage, and you've got a couple of thousand agents on a mix that's 50% 1 to 4 deals a year, 30% doing 5 to 9 deals a year, and 20% doing 10 or more deals a year, which is our optimum mix of agents. Then you weather the storms a lot easier because you've got diversity.
Correct.
You've got numbers of agents and you've got diversity amongst them. So if you lose a couple of, bigger producing agents, you've still got all the rest of them, and you've got referrals coming in left, right, and center, and we can keep those guys engaged.
This is how I see it, and I think you would agree with it. If someone's already doubting a partnership, or someone's already asking questions of what if the worst case scenario is, in my opinion, and in my experience working with some of these people, is there may be a slight doubt in their minds, maybe on their behalf, whether they can deliver the results that we want them to do. Because in essence, it's like us asking them to do a little bit more than they're comfortable of doing. Maybe not comfortable of doing, but a little bit more than they're used to doing. And I feel like if you are in that sort of situation, then is this business as a whole right for you? Or if you just this opportunity that they've got as a broker just falling onto the lap, and they're thinking of ways to do things better without doing things themselves. Whereas we're a business that interacts with everyone that we work with and educate. We obviously get educated by those people as well, from things that we learn, through things that may have worked well. And we combine that and try and pass on that knowledge to everyone else that's working alongside us. So in an immediate effect, if you're already doubting that, is it a good sign? Maybe they're just asking out of curiosity, but then I would say
it might be out of curiosity, but it looks funny, doesn't it? Like you wouldn't,
it does.
like, it's not the first thing that you start, well, what if we break up before we've even started dating? And it's just very, I don't think that it's
Exactly.
I have to continue. If I don't want to work with you anymore, I still have to pay you on the agents that you brought in for us. Yeah, you have to pay us on the agents that we brought in for you. That's money in your pocket that you would have never had if it wasn't for us. If we bring you 1,000 transactions that you didn't have, then of course, fair is fair. It's, and there should be no qualms about you settling your obligations there.